Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the W9DOR Good Morning Net. We welcome all licensed amateur radio operators to join us. You're welcome on this net. If you're a listener, then we invite you to go ahead and get your amateur radio license and join us here. Join us in all the fun. This net is part of the Door County Amateur Radio Club, and our transmitter is located, our repeater site is located outside of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Your net control station this morning is Whiskey Niner Oscar Bravo Bravo, W9OBB. My name is Rick, and I'm located on the west side of Green Bay in the state of Wisconsin, about 40 miles down the road from Door County, Wisconsin, or Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Emergency traffic may break in at any time to this net, and we're going to pause now for any emergency or priority traffic at this time. Emergency or priority traffic at this time. Please come now. All right, hearing none, we will charge ahead here this morning on this Tuesday morning, where it is overcast and 33 degrees here in Green Bay with very, very calm winds. I want to remind you quickly that this repeater does have a 3-minute timer, so please keep that in mind during your transmissions, and we do ask that you keep your first round of transmissions to that 3-minute limit or less. We encourage you to use the comment section of this net for longer transmissions if necessary. I do not have a question of the day this morning. Could not come up with one that seemed to be qualified for the Good Morning Net and keeping up with our high standards here of good questions for the day. All right, we're going to start with our short time check-in. Short time stations for the Good Morning Net. Please come now. Short time stations only.
A9ARZ.
All right, I acknowledge Kevin, KA9ARZ, and Luke, W9LON. And during Luke's check-in, there was what sounded like a double. So did I miss anyone for short time?
K9UPE.
Okay, duly noted, KD9UPE, brother Brad over in Howard, right outside of Green Bay. So let's start with Kevin, then we're going to go to Luke, and then we're going to go to Brad, KD9UPE. So pick it up, Kevin, KA9ARZ, W9OBB.
Rick, W9OBB, this is KA9ARZ. Good morning to ready to head out the door for a full day of work. City Council meeting early this evening. Not a whole lot on the agenda, so hopefully the meeting gets over in short order there. So anyways, looking forward to the warm-up in the forecast, possibility upper 40s, maybe approach 50 by the end of the week there. So anyways, it's better that than a blizzard of snow, which could show up any time now that, less than 3 weeks before the official start of winter, and then, less than 3 weeks before Christmas there. So, and next 3 weeks we can see if we'll have snow cover to have an official white Christmas there. So, if it does snow, hopefully it won't be on days I'll be traveling there. So, hopefully, drive back and forth to work, no trouble for that. So, over to W9LON. This is K9ERZ. Good morning.
morning, and good to hear everyone as long as I can hang around. Getting started a little early, a little earlier than usual anyway, and I will be batching here and there with a little four-legged buddy boy, and be available for Linda. We're checking a few things out here, getting squared away and testing and stuff. So that's about it from here. As Rick would have heard last night, got more familiarized with the Kenwood radio that I normally use here for the net. I've been on it for a year and a half or so now, and I've finally made sure I'm a little more settled in with operating it, and have another radio on loan here from Brother Rick for Yesu. Expecting Wednesday now. It's been backed up already from Amazon, my general studies book. But this other radio, I wanted to know the Kenwood well, and before I progress on to this, to trying out this Yesu, which will open up more opportunities for me here. So gonna get started with that, with the beginnings of winter, and been working on the shack and getting some studies in, so gotta get after that today. So we'll be sending it back then to you, Rick. Thank you for the net this morning. Good to hear you this morning. W9OBB, this is KD9EOPE. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you for checking in. Thank all of you for checking in. I hope that Kevin and Luke and Brad all have a great day. Sounds like you have things on your agenda, that's for sure, to keep you busy. So we'll look for you back here again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for another edition of the Good Morning Net, the Wednesday edition. All right, our Echolink stations. I do have 4 Echolink stations right now on the board, and we'll be getting back to you shortly. I have you automatically checked in, but before we get to that, I want to go over to our off-air VHF stations. All off-air stations for the Good Morning Net, please come now.
This is Kilo Alpha Niner, Whiskey Alpha Romeo,
K9BXG.
Alpha Bravo 9, November as an on-the-air station.
Well, I guess that's a long enough pause. KC9, LN Zulu, Kilo Charlie 9, Lima November Zulu. Good morning.
Okay, very good. I have 4 stations checked in for over the air, and I'm going to go through them now. KA9WAR Artie, Bob, KA9BXG, good morning to you. John, AB9MN, good morning, John. And then Tom, KC9LN Zulu. Did I miss anyone? All right, very good. Well, we have things in order, it appears, and on the Echolink list, I have K9GU, Michelle, will lead it off, and then we're going to go to Dave. Good morning, Dave. Good to hear you again. AB9DK, and then KB9DIP, my friend in Illinois, Larry. And finally, at the end, we'll have G1AEU Allen over in England. So let's start with Michelle, and then you pass it on to KB9DK, Dave, and then KB9DIP, and then finally Alan, G1AEU, and Alan, you'll pass it on to our friend Artie, KA9WAR. Good morning, Michelle. This is W9OBB Net Control.
Thank you, Rick. Good morning to all on the net. This is Kilo 9 Golf uniform in Appleton in here, where the sky is definitely overcast in here. Temperature is 34 outside, and the barometric pressure 30.00, and the humidity outside again is 75% in here. So it's probably going to be a fairly milder day, anyways. So usual snow, but the roads have been clearing for a couple of days anyway. So it's no problem at all for driving anywhere in here, at least for 2 or 3 days now. So there is still snow covering the roofs around in here, but that's no big problem at all, and does not interfere with people's way of life at all in here. Anyway, very long in here because we have to go to a little shopping very soon now, so I'm not going to stay on the net much longer than a few minutes, and I won't be able to come back on the second session of communication in here. We have things to do every so often like this. We don't control the timing all the time, and so we pretty much are going to have to do that. So later on, I'll stay a few more minutes on the net in here, and then I'll have to stop listening. This is the way it happens with the world life that changes every so often in here. So anyway, I think the next station is AB9ET, if I got it right. This is K9GU. You take it now, and have a good day, all of you here. This is K9GU.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. It's KB9DK, Alpha Bravo 9 Delta Kilo. Looking outside and it looks kind of cloudy and all, but looks like the sun's going to feel a little bit. Hopefully it will today. Nice. Not much going on here. Just been watching the coffee and getting harassed by my dog. She's been, she wants to go and take a run around the block or something. We'll have to see. Hopefully she lets me get through this. But, yeah, not much going on. Like I said, just trying to get this place in order, and I'm trying to find my GPS so I can figure out where my lot lines are, and I can't find it, so I figured I'd have an ID51 that's got the GPS in it, so maybe we'll try and see if I can find it with that. I don't know. But, well, that's about it. Not too much going on here. Just trying to get everything. I guess it's over to, I think it's Larry, KB9CID, I believe is the call. KB9. Thank you, KB9.
Larry's having a problem there with Echo Link. We're going to wait around just a little bit. I think he logged out and he's going to log back in. In the meantime, let's go to N9AIM, who came up on the board just recently. N9AIM for the Good Morning Net. This is W9OBD.
Morning. I'm also on Echo Link. I've had issues all morning long with Echo Link, but yeah, the call's correct, N9AIM, and we're down here in Indiana, enjoying 36 degrees. And it was Bob. Got to Mexico Control and started exit call sign N9AIM.
Bob, I do believe you checked in before. N9AIM, this is Whiskey 9 Oscar Bravo Bravo, W9OBD. I'm located in Green Bay, just down the road from Door County. And you are listening to the W9DOR Good Morning Net this morning. And I still don't see where Larry has returned, KV9DIT. So we're going to go over all the way across the Atlantic and hear from Alan. G1AEU. Good morning, Alan. How are you doing on this fine day? This is W9OBD.
Good morning, everybody on the deck. So, is it a nice day here? The sun is shining, and it's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. I wish what the system was for the deck before my son was talking. But I am now, for the first time for a while, in myself alone in the house. My wife come to a medical appointment, and my daughter is a soldier. But I said to her, I don't move from the stairs. I go beyond the desk all the while. I thought the daughter come though, so don't worry. Anyway, so I see the Coast Guard boat icebreaker Mackinac was in Chicago yesterday. It's been through day sea and it's now going into Milwaukee. And I believe it's delivering Christmas trees. I don't know for sure. Those dates are for gospel, but I think what I read that somewhere. Anyway, I've already asked onto the question on the text over when I come down to me again. C1AU over to RT. Don't 59 50 Alpha Romeo.
Thank you, Alan. This is Kilo Alpha Niner Whiskey Alpha Romeo. Here in Peshtigo we have 29 degrees and nice bright sunshine. Just a few minutes ago, I got an email that a friend of mine sent, and he says that Victor Kilo 9 Charlie Yankee was real strong. And so I went there, and he was working a lot of states, and now he's working Europe, and I can't get him. So anyway, we tried. But I already started getting ready for 2024, picking up sheets that I use to check all the stations that I check in on the various bands. So that has worked out well for me. Also, that it does it my logging program does it automatically, but I can pull them up right away with the sheets that I have. But I guess everybody has a certain way of doing things, and whichever works best for one may not work for another, but this is what's working for me. Kilo Alpha Niner, Bravo X-Ray Golf. This is Kilo Alpha Niner, Wisconsin Amateur Radio. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Artie, and everyone else. Maybe somebody could comment about my audio, if it's too strong, too weak, whatever. Got a new radio here, and I use the RT system for programming this thing. Boy, did that thing make it a lot easier. These things are, ICOM is a real bear to try and program. So, it took me about 10 minutes to load everything into the computer, and about 30 seconds to load it into the radio itself. So, this radio is going into the truck. ICOM 706s have died, so I'm going to put this in the truck. And I'm going to send the other radios in, see if it gets fixed. We'll have a radio that's sent back. So, keep radios moving, I guess. I really don't need those radios, but broken radio is no good to anybody. But looks like it's going to be warming up a little bit. Overcast as heck, but it's December. We're lucky we got the temperatures we do. So that's all I got. We'll send it over to 89NNK9BXG.
Okay, 89NN, good morning to everybody on the Good Morning net from John in northwest lower Michigan, Beulah, Michigan, straight across the pond from Algoma, 9 miles inland. And yeah, as far as that radio check on your audio, it's crystal clear, very easy to understand. It does sound just a little bit, I don't know exactly how to describe it, just a little bit tinny or just a little bit hollow. So maybe it's just a little bit on the hot side, or maybe if you could add some bass to it, it might feel just a little bit better, but it's certainly readable and no static or anything like that, so that's a good thing. Let's see, currently it's 31.9 degrees this morning with a north wind at 0 miles an hour, and looks like the precipitation is staying south of us. The far southern portion of lower Michigan has precipitation on the radar, but nothing for anything from mid-lower Michigan up to the bridge or across the UP. So that's a good thing for today. We got our additional siding delivered this morning via truck, so hopefully the siding will go up on the house this week. It's supposed to be a decently warm week, and hopefully the storms will stay out of here and let them get the rest of the siding done on the last side of the house that needs to be done. Solar Flex Index currently 138, and just processing through some old photos yesterday, and sent a few out to a few people, some photos from about 1974. I had some old family slides that we had taken, and had those converted into JPEG photos, and they came out pretty nice. One was of a float from the Minor State Bank. My dad was employed there for over 50 years, and I worked there for about a year as well. And so sent that off to the bank and got a nice response from that, and had some from the Wycon ski team at Ski Pro circa 1974. I was the captain of the boys ski team back then, and sent some of those photos off as well, so got some nice responses back from that. It's always nice to be able to share memories like that, and Facebook lets you do that through Facebook Messenger, which was really nice to be able to do. Let's see. With that, I guess it's over to KC9, Ellen Zulu from
Other than that, we'll see what gets done today. Got a few chores to do and a couple errands to run, so we'll see how we get those done. And then after that, working on getting one of my Windows laptops here that seemed to have crashed the other day, trying to restore that. So we'll see how that works out. Other than that, hey, everybody have a good day. OBB, thanks for running the net. KC9, LN Zulu. Good morning to all. Stay warm.
Very good, Tom. Say, listen, I think I doubled with you for the first couple of seconds of your transmission, so we kind of missed the very first part of what your transmission was. I think you were probably commenting on someone's audio. KC9 LN Zulu W9 OBB. Fill us in on that, Tom.
That was just the audio with Bob that he had a conversation yesterday with another ham radio on this frequency, and it was just listening to him, and they supplied a lot of good information, or maybe it was Kiwani net that I was listening, Kiwani frequency I was listening to. Nothing that serious. Thanks, though.
KF9KU mobile, check in.
We acknowledge Gil, KF9KU, with the Good Morning Net. Let's hear from you, Gil. This is W9 OBB Net Control.
W9 OBB, KF9KU. Yeah, just getting out of the house today. Spent a little time working on radios and wiring up different mics and such. And never got out any further than the mailbox, which I have to drive to. It's about 1,500 feet down the private road here to the mailbox. But I'm going to be heading over towards Antigo, Wisconsin, here on Highway W, heading west. And we'll say good morning to all. A little bit of snow-covered and slippery around here, but looking forward to the El Nino warm Pacific air currents coming our way. And we should see that coming up and through the weekend. So anyway, we'll send her back to net. W9OBB, this is Gil here, Mobile, KF9KU.
All right, thanks, Gil. Good to hear from you this morning. Glad you were able to check in. So KF9KU, this is W9OBB, and safe travels, and have a great day. And I see now where our friend Larry down in Algonquin, Illinois, has rejoined us on Echolink. So I want to quickly go over there and get his first Echolink go around, and then I'll come back to check for any other latecomers. So KB9DIP, Larry, this is W9OBB. Good morning. Give it another try.
Okay, I hope I have it this time. I'll make it short. I dropped out for some reason. I thought I was transmitting. I guess not. I hope I didn't hang up the system. Dropped the dogs off for grooming, and that was that. I was trying to say about Appleton. There was a character, Rudy Kazooie, an early cartoon on TV. His nemesis was a guy named Krabby Appleton, if any of you remember it. I'll get off in case I screw up the system again. KB9DIP. See you all tomorrow, Larry.
Very good, Larry. Glad you were able to make your transmission this time, and no, you did not have any ill effects on the Echolink system. You just dropped out, and that was it. Like you maybe lost your connection or something on that order. So now we're going to check to see if there's any latecomers, any new additional check-ins for the Good Morning Net. Please come now. Well, nothing heard, and want to apologize for not having a question ready for this morning's net, but kind of got lazy and took the morning off in that regard. So let's see, Bob, your audio was good, but John, your audio was, I think your mic is a little bit too close. If you're using a handheld mic, I'm sure you're not using an HD and coming in that way. But one tip I might pass along, when I'm doing my ham cram, session at the college here for technician class license and general class license, I play a little video. And the tip is, if you're using a handheld mic or an HD, one good way to get rid of the breath pops or the wind that's coming out of your mouth and popping is to hold the mic sideways to your mouth. Let your mouth go out when unobstructed and have the mic just turn to the sideways. And usually that takes care of it. So I just wanted to pass that along. No big deal. We certainly were able to copy 100%. But I just wanted to pass that along. So now let's head back up to our echo link station. I don't have any further comments of what anyone else was going on. Bob, yeah, your audio was great, crystal clear. Wondering what model radio that is that you were on. I think you said you're going to be putting it in the truck. I'm just curious. You said you programmed it with RT systems. And that's some pretty good software. It certainly simplifies things. There's no doubt about it. So that's all the comments I have right now. I'm going to go back up for a second. Michelle has dropped off the board. I see Artie has popped up on the board in the second transmission, if you'd like. And we have the president of the Green Bay Mike and Tea Club joining us, AB0B. And that's Paul. And he's probably mobile, given his job. So I'm going to start off with AB0B. Bob, let him take it. He might be under some time constraints, and then we'll go back to 89K. And then let's hear again from Larry, 89DIP. If he has anything to add, T1, 82, Alan over in England, and then N9AIM. So pick it up, Paul. 9OAB, next control.
I have to wait for global. I need hold on a second and see if I got it. Bravo 0 Papa, I'm on my 82, Crystal 82, 8900. I have that headed west right now. Compound and toward New London. I just exited on 41 at the Freedom Exit. I'm headed toward New London this morning. And I was out in range of the RF frequency right here. But I figured I better try this instead. And let's see. I had a nice conversation last night on line 2. I talked to Bob and talked to Brian down in Hilton area. So that was fun. And then I broke in. Not sure where he was, but he was off on the distance. I was talking on 5-2, the national simplex frequency. Some people call it a call frequency, but I believe it's national simplex frequency. And as I travel before quick breaks and beyond years, and then when I would hear conversations and I would break it again. And I'll get called for work. And one thing I wanted to make a comment to Rick is when you do your classes, one of the things I noticed is math, and even some of the older hands as well, when they clear out sometimes, when they're done transmitting it, they're clearing out the frequencies, sometimes they don't ID, and they're supposed to ID at the end. And I think that's something that gives them a lot. So anyway, just a comment. And with that, that's about it. So let's sit here, head west.
everything into a box
for any further comments now. We may have generated some more of those. And any late check-in for comments for the Good Morning Net before we close this thing down for the Tuesday edition. This is W9OBD Net Control.
Net Control, KC9, Alan Zulu. Just a quick comment. Maybe 9DK, good to hear you out there. Haven't heard you in a while, so good to hear you're still around. KC9, Alan Zulu, starting to get back to Net Control.
I wanna pass that same thing along. Ditto from Ditto here. Join us whenever you can, Dave. You always have a lot of good comments, and I was thinking about the fact that I don't think it was too long ago that you and your wife went to Hawaii, so you probably do have a lot of pictures. Well, I suppose those were done in digital to begin with, so what am I thinking about? I'll get out of the 70s or the 80s one of these days and then move into I don't know, maybe the 90s, but I don't know. I'm afraid to go too far into the future. Anyway, we'll pause one more time, and then I'm going to close the net down for this edition. So any further comments for the Good Morning Net, please come down.
K9DXG. Have a comment. I just did a repair on a Bell & Hole movie projector. Borrowed it from my father, or my son-in-law's father, and it had a little problem with the reels, and got that all fixed. So now we're going, hoping to bring it over by my brother's place, and we're going to switch some 8mm onto digital. We've done that in the past, so that's an interesting setup to do. K9DXG, that's it.
Good comment, Bob. We used to have that done as well, and I sent all of our Super 8 stuff and 8mm stuff in at the time. This was a long time ago. This was back in the 90s, I'm sure. So the equipment to do that then was not available. So it looks like we want to hear another comment from Alan. I don't know if he did look like he tried to transmit there, and I'm going to pause one more time to see if Alan has any further comments. G1AEU, this is W9OBD.
Well, just to say that over the red DIP is none of the war. It's here on my building war. Danny, and God running in there is getting the perfect. Well, I was doing it here Vincent and not Vincent, but he got so up on my wall. He was AU2.
Okay, Alan, thanks for passing that along. Well, I'll pause if he wants to make a transmission, but I just refreshed my screen about 3 times here, and I still do not see DIP, so I'm wondering if you might be looking at an older screen that hasn't been refreshed yet on Supermon, but I'll pause anyway for KB9DIP, KC's out there. This is W9OBD. Paul pop up for a second there, but no Larry. I didn't hear anything from Larry, so KB9DIC. So we'll just quick check to see if Paul has anything to add, KB0P. And if not, we're just going to go right to closing down the net. So we'll check one more time for Paul. KB0P, W9OBD.
Okay, I just wanted to make a comment concerning Bob's, when they were talking about the old movies. We were just watching some family of movies from the 1940s, I think, all the way up to the 80s, and it was converted to VHS. And what was neat is when it was converted, there was a light music in the background, you know what I mean? It was very light, not overwhelming. You know how they do that? But then there was a family member, an older, relatively old, I was a distant uncle or whatever of my wife, older gentleman that is long since gone, but he was narrating one of the movies were playing. So he was explaining, this shot was taken in Grant, New Mexico, and this is Carol's family, and we went down to visit during the summer of 1951, and their kids here, and their names are, and so on and so forth. And it was that's the first time I've ever watched a converted movie that was narrated, and it was very helpful because you could see for people where he would explain what the area was, where it was. This is downtown Negaunee. And it was all in order, chronological order. And I thought I would make a comment along that line to maybe give Bob or somebody an idea when they do convert their movies that is very valuable generations later. So, but I have a converted old movie from my parents, and it's just silent. There's no comments or anything, so you don't know what's going on. And unless you are first generation and you know who everybody is, it's going to be useless in the future. So anyway, just thought I'd make that comment. This is KB0B, still driving west.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Paul. KB0B, this is W9OBD with a Good Morning Net here this morning. And, I did, we transferred them to VHS as well. And then after that, I transferred all the VHS stuff I have over to digital format and burned them onto DVDs. So we finally have everything on both VHS. We still have the old films, and then I have them also on adding the narration sure can add a lot to it and increase its value. There's no question about that. And some of these old films, I tell you, they're really something. Every Christmas we would go visit my aunt and uncle. They were at the DIPOLE in 1967 when it was 13 degrees below zero or whatever, and backers were playing Dallas. And every single Christmas, we could not escape, could not leave the house until we saw that movie. And that reminded me of a cartoon with a fella standing out on his front porch with cans of Super 8 film underneath his arms, yelling, "Get back here, you coward!" And that's pretty much what it was like watching those old 8mm films. Oh well, I digress. I'm going to close the net down right now. The repeater obviously is going to be available to anyone who chooses to use it, and we encourage you to use it throughout the day. Get good use from it and increase its value to the area. So before I close down the net, I want to thank radio station WDOR for allowing us to have our antenna high up on their broadcast tower and also have some house our equipment, our repeater and such. So big thanks goes out to WDOR radio station. Thank you very much for that. All right, this is W9 OBB Green Bay, and I'm going to return the W9 DOR repeater back to normal amateur use. 73, everyone. Have a great day, and thanks for checking in. Nice net here this morning. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So W9 OBB is off and clear.
This is KF9KU Mobile just reporting that I'm in Mountain, Wisconsin, and there must be a band opening because I've got the repeater full scale today. KF9KU clear.
That'll happen occasionally, and we have a pretty robust signal and pretty good coverage area since we upgraded some of the equipment up there. So appreciate that report. W9OBB is clear.
Good job, Rick, and good hearing you, Tom, if you're still out there. Maybe not. Okay, 7.
29DK, KC9LN Zulu. Yeah, I'm still out here. Got another net to run at 9:30 on the Kiwani repeater, but good to hear you again. Haven't heard you in a while.
Yeah, I've been around. Got HTs. I don't have any antennas up or anything yet. Hopefully. My wife doesn't want me to put any antennas up, so I gotta find a creative way to do it and all that stuff. So yeah, we got the radio on once in a while, but all that stuff. So yeah, good to hear you. I gotta go take the dog for a walk before she drives me nuts. We'll talk to you later. Maybe not a big deal.
Hopefully don't have to wait to run into you at one of those stores out there, you know, Menards or something like that. But hey, good to hear you, and you just take care and have a good dog walk. KC9, LN Zulu. I'll be clear.
Dave, just want to say hi, KV0P Mobile. I know your dog's got to get out, but we'll see you later. I strung some antennas in my attic and as a backup, so I don't know. I think we might have talked about that before. Anyway, talk to you later. KV0P somewhere close to New London.
Oh, yeah, good hearing you too. Yeah, I gotta figure out something. Probably a couple of, at least VHF, UHF antennas in the attic, possibly. And then I'll have to figure out the VHF now. So we'll get her someday.